up guys, it's Kelly and today I've got another gel swatch and review for you. Today I am partnering up with Modelones to show you guys two of their new kits and I am so excited about these. I don't know if you guys remember, but I think it was a few months ago I did a video reviewing 3 of their little gel kits that came in these fun little decorative boxes that had the most amazing packaging and the most amazing nail polish bottles. So I'm gonna link that up in the cards if you guys haven't seen it, but we have 2 more to go over today and I am so excited. Allow me to just have one more minute to gush about this. The packaging on these is so cute. I absolutely love the themes. I love everything about these, and now I officially have 5 of their kits and they're so cute. I hope they make more. This is my favorite thing that Modelones has ever done. And not only are the boxes very cute, but once you open them up, the bottles inside are so beautiful. Like honestly, I think of them as like a decorative piece. Like it almost makes me want to have shelves just so I can put these on display. So quick spoiler alert, if you guys didn't see the other video, the reason that I love the bottles so much is they actually have these really beautiful decorative labels, and instead of telling you on the side, which is normally what Modelones has on their bottles, it's actually the background of whatever the design is on the bottle, which I think is so clever and cute. It's just a very cute bit of design. So I've got 2 kits to go over with you guys today. We have the Art Deco kit and then we have the Charming Dots kit. So both of these I would say are kind of basics or neutrals. They're not exactly neutral, but we have some really nice any time of year colors that are great staples to keep in your collections. So a couple of quick notes before we get started with the swatches. Number 1, it is recommended that you of course use gel base and gel top coat with these. However, because I am swatching these, I'm using a peel off base coat underneath. So if you guys wait around to the end of the video, I will show you guys all of that peeling action. And thing number 2 is of course you want to cure in between each layer, and I have this very cute travel size LED lamp from Modelones. Honestly, I just keep this on my desk. It is very convenient, so that is what I'm using for this video today. I'm going to talk a little bit more about this at the end. So yeah, let's just get started with the kits. The first one is the Charming Dots, and it does have 6 nail polishes in there, so let's just get started with that one. Roll footage. So like I said, I am going to be using peel off base coat underneath all of these swatches. You can check out all of the peeling at the end. Today I am using the Holo Taco Peely Base. So first up in the Charming Dots collection, we have shade number 19, and this is a really beautiful, slightly dusty rose cream shade. And this one had really impressive opacity. As you can see, it was almost opaque on the first coat, which I thought was really impressive. And it does have a nice creamy formula. I feel like shades like this in this pinky range can sometimes have a jelly-like consistency, which I'm not a huge fan of for this color family, but this one is definitely a cream. It reaches full opacity in 2 coats, and it looks absolutely gorgeous on the nails. So here it is fully cured. Like I said, I am curing in between each coat. Next up we have shade number 20, and this is a really beautiful neutral undertoned brown cream shade. This one is really nice. It is a tiny bit sheer on the first coat, so I was kind of wondering if this was going to end up being a 3-coater, but it did end up giving me full opacity in 2 coats. It looks a little bit warmer on the nails in that first coat, but once I threw on a second coat, I felt like it did have that really nice neutral undertone. So if you are looking for a brown shade that is not too cool or not too warm, I think this is a really great option. I always love having shades like this for any time of year. Like I said, I feel like this is a nice basics collection because they're just everyday shades that work anytime. Next up we have shade number 21, and this one is a very cool toned gray cream, and I am a huge fan of gray nail polishes and I absolutely love this one. I think it's so gorgeous. It is a really beautiful cool tone, so it almost has that like bluish undertone to it. So if you are struggling to find a gray that is like a true cool gray rather than those warmer beigey kind of grays that tend to come out, I think this is a perfect option. It looks absolutely stunning in 2 coats, and I feel like this would be just a great base for nail art or really just great to wear on its own. So beautiful. Next up we have shade number 22, and this is a light beige cream shade. This one does have a little bit of a pinky undertone to it, so just be aware of that. I think it looks absolutely gorgeous, and I was really impressed with the opacity on this one. Again, this one was almost a 1-coater, which I found really impressive for being such a light shade, and it did give me perfect opacity in 2 coats. I love light neutral shades like this as like a palette cleanser or as just a fresh, clean manicure that you you can wear. I think they look so great, but this is also a really great base for nail art as well, especially if you are a person who doesn't like to use such a stark white on your nails as a background. This is a really great option and it's super light, very pretty. Next up we have shade number 23, and this is a glittery foil type of metallic shade, and this one's actually a really interesting color. I mean, I guess you could classify it as a gold, but it's more of like it almost has a little bit of like a touch of a rose gold feel to it. So it's, I almost want to say it's like a neutral glitter, if that makes any sense. I don't know. Either way, it's super beautiful. It's a very nice subtle shade, but it also has that really bright, beautiful shimmer to it. So I feel like this is one of those shades that could be either office appropriate or it could be great for like going out to a classy event. So just another really beautiful one. And finally in this collection, we have shade number 24, and this is a really beautiful silver glitter shade. It does appear to be a little bit bumpy when I was first applying it, just because it does have some of those larger silver hex glitters, but I think it smooths out and evens out really nicely on the nails. It doesn't even feel textured once it's cured, which is really nice. But of course, I always recommend using a gel top coat with all gels anyway, so that shouldn't be an issue at all. But yeah, just another really beautiful shade, a nice, classy, sparkly, beautiful, basic shade. I don't know, these are all kind of basic to me, but I feel like they're all important to have in your collection. All right, so like I said, those are the Charming Dots. Now let's move on to, that's the Charming Dots again. So that is the Charming Dots. Let's move on to the Art Deco collection. There are 6 polishes in this one as well, so let's just get started. Roll footage number 2. So first up of the Art Deco collection, we have shade number 7, and this one is a really beautiful tan beige cream shade, and I absolutely love it. It almost leans slightly cool toned. I guess it would be more neutral to cool toned, which I really love. I don't think I have any gels this shade, so I'm really excited to have this one. The opacity was incredible. 2 coats looked perfect, and I thought it looked really great with my skin tone, so I am definitely loving this one. Next up we have shade number 8, and this is a pure white cream gel polish. And I was really excited to see this one in this collection because, as you guys probably know, I love using a white cream as the base for a lot of my nail art looks, and I love doing that with gels as well. So this one in particular had an incredible formula. It was basically a 1-coater for me. That's probably because I have short nails, so I did end up throwing on a second, but the formula was really easy to work with. If you don't already have a white gel, I think this is an incredible option, and it is very beginner friendly. It's very easy to work with, as are all of the shades that I'm showing you guys today, so really great option. Next up we have shade number 9, and this is a really beautiful dark vampy red shade, and this one does have a little touch of that jelly-like feel to it. So on the first coat it is a little bit lighter and a little bit more of a vivid red, but once I threw on that second coat I did get that nice darker red shade that's almost like a maroon. I think this one is absolutely beautiful. I bet it could look even darker if you throw on a third coat, but I love the way it looked in 2 coats. I think it's such a classic shade to have in your collection, and I especially love wearing colors like this in the fall, but I could wear this one any time of year. Next up we have shade number 10, and this is another silver glitter shade, and this one does have a nice foily feel. Again, we do have those larger silver hex glitters in there, and we also have the smaller silver shimmer, so it looks like it's going to be a little bit textured, but I didn't experience any texture after curing. This one was a 2-coater for me, and this one did look to me very similar to shade number 24 in the last set. I thought this one might be a little bit darker when I was looking at it separately, but let me show you guys a quick comparison so you can see them side by side. When I am looking over the footage right now, I feel like I don't really see much of a difference, but they are part of 2 different sets, so just so you guys know. Next up we have shade number 11, and this is another glitter shade. This one's a little bit different though. This is actually more of a very warm pinky brown jelly that has silver glitters running throughout it. So a relatively unique shade. I do like polishes like this that are jellies that have a hex glitter running throughout. I think that's really cool because you can kind of build up how much coverage you want and how vibrant or glittery you want the shade to be. For me, I ended up going in with 2 coats and I thought it looked really beautiful beautiful on the nails, but if you want it to be a little bit more glitter heavy and you want that pinky brown to show through a little bit more, you can always throw on a third coat, but just a really beautiful shade either way. And last but definitely not least, we have shade number 12, and this is what I would call a grayish because it's kind of a mix between a beige and a gray. It definitely has a little bit of that cool, almost pinky undertone to it, but what a beautiful shade. Oh my gosh, I absolutely love it. In the first coat, it was almost fully opaque, which I thought was incredibly impressive, but I did end up throwing on a second coat, of course, to reach that full opacity. What a stunning color. Oh man, I can't get over this one. I love neutrals like this. I think it looks so beautiful on every skin tone, any time of year. Like, this color is it. So very excited to see this one in this set. So yeah, those are both of the kits. Like I said, absolutely love them. I think they're so much fun. I love the designs. I cannot get over it. But in addition to that, I just think it's a really great brand. They have amazing opacity and they have really easy to work with formulas. I think this is a really great beginner brand for those of you who are just getting started into like DIYing your nails or doing gel nail polish for the first time. But of course, it's always great for people who are well versed in gels. You don't want to work with a difficult formula, and this one is super easy. So these kits retail for $29.99 USD each on the Model Ones website, which I will link down below for you guys. And I also have a discount code. You can use the code KELLI10 to get 10% off your whole order. And like I said, I do love this little travel size lamp. They do have full size lamps on their website, so I'll link a couple down below for you guys as well as this one, so you can check those out if you need a lamp. So yeah, that is it for this review. I hope you guys enjoyed these kits as much as I did. Let me know in the comments which of the two you prefer, and if you enjoyed this swatch and review, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're not already subscribed to my channel, please consider subscribing. I put out new videos every Tuesday, Friday, and Sunday. But yeah, so that is it, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye. So fun fact, I don't know if I've actually talked about this before, but I first dyed my hair for the first time at age 14, which I feel like was fairly young for the time, but now I guess people do it at any age. And it was not my best work. I'm pretty sure I split my hair in half and the bottom half was like a weird maroonish purple, and then the top half I got lightened to like a weird orange, and I looked like peanut butter and jelly. It was not a good look for me, and I don't know why I did it, but very happy that my parents let me express myself in that way, even though I was making a fool of myself. But that paved the way for me being able to do my crazy hair colors, because I have no shame now. Actually, you know what, someday I would like to revisit those colors and see if I can do them justice. But yeah, it was definitely not the look at 14. That was not a good look for me, and I don't know what I was thinking there. Alright, that's it. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.